The second deck that we're going to be playing today is this is one that I put together, and this is just me trying out some new cards. We're putting Lego pieces together to see how they fit. So again, I expect this is going to be not the final build. So the cards, the Legos that we're putting together, the new Mewtwo EX. So this Mewtwo EX, it says it's psychic, but it's electric. It uses psychic energy, right? This is a Terra type that's actually a basic, which is a little strange. They've probably done that. I'm gonna look stupid if I say I don't think they've done that before. They did. Ice Cube was that. So they've definitely done this before. But it's still neat because this uses psychic energy. It's a Mewtwo, but it's electric. So attach up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like. Doesn't have to be basic Pokemon. Doesn't have to be benched Pokemon. Doesn't have to be psychic Pokemon. Just your Pokemon, any way you'd like. And then Photon Kinesis, which says this attack does 30 more damage for each psychic energy attached to all of your Pokemon. Now, in order to do this attack, you have to have 2 psychic energy attached to the Mewtwo. So it's going to do at minimum 70. 70 is not a lot, especially when you're worth 2 prize cards. So we want to be doing more than that. How are we going to do that? One, we're going to pair this up with Xatu. This card was a standout yesterday. I really think this is going to have a powerful shell. It's going to be a powerful shell. This card's going to do good things, in my opinion. We'll see if I'm right or not. But it goes pretty good with what we're trying to do because it doesn't have to go onto a psychic Pokemon. So this can put a basic psychic energy onto a Mewtwo. I agree, I agree. We're also playing with the new Cofagrigus? Cofagrigus? I never learned how to pronounce this Pokemon. I never saw this one in the anime, so we're going to say Cofagrigus because like coffin. But anyway, so this has an ability. If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Now, here's a couple of things I want to bring to your attention about this ability. This doesn't say it has to be in the active spot, and it doesn't say that your opponent's Pokemon has to be in the active spot. So what that means, if this is on your bench and they're doing Iron Valiant stuff and they try to take an extra turn or whatever and then knock it out, you still get to draw a card. If it gets knocked out from an Alakazam that's sitting on the sidelines, even though the Alakazam is not the active Pokemon, you still get to have whatever card you want. So, and searching your deck's pretty good. Giving up 2 prize cards isn't, and this attack is pretty low power level. That's kind of my biggest concern with this card. 110 damage is not a lot. Put 5 damage counters on your opponent's benched Pokemon any way you like is fine. This does get stopped by the new Jirachi, though. This doesn't get stopped by Manaphy, but as we saw in the last game, if they have both, you really need to be very careful and try to, like, do what you can. Play with boss's orders and stuff like that. So because of the sort of toolboxy nature of this thing's ability, I have a few one-ofs that I don't normally do. I know we just said I don't like one-ofs, and I don't, but a one-of Collapsed Stadium, a one-of Avery, and a one-of Serena, I feel like that's not too risky. So we're going to try it out. Let's see if it works. I like the new Pumpkaboo sleeve. Alright, new playlist. This one's putting me to sleep. Let's get some energy. Not that much energy. That's too much energy. I haven't yet had anybody in chat do the whole, like, next 3 songs kind of thing, but I imagine that's gonna happen one day. And I'll just be like, dang it, we need more playlists. Okay. This is actually kind of neat. We also want to put the Spiritomb out first, in case they're the Mew V deck. They're not, but okay. Okay. So we went first. We're going to Nest Ball here for a Natu. Ditch that energy to go get 2 more energies. Put one of them here. Now, the reason I did this, 70 damage is, like I said, 70 is enough. That's the minimum we're going to do, and that's enough to knock out a Bound Suite. It's not enough to knock out whatever we want, and they have 2 Bound Suites. So, with the boss's orders and this other basic energy, what we're actually looking for here is whichever one they start to invest in. That's the one we're going to go for. Nice! So I'm glad you get to drive quick. Okay, so they got a VIP pass and a Serena. That tells me they probably already have the rare candy in hand. Hopefully they're low on energies, because we're going to take this one out. We're going to boss's orders this one to the front and hit it. Okay. So let's do this here. Now, unfortunately, that means we're not going to get to use our Xatu this turn. I think we're going to try and make them have the energy. They probably do. Maybe they're not playing with a lot of energies. Maybe this is going to be way more effective than we thought. Probably not. But here's hoping. Because if we hit a Psychic Energy, which Arven, I think, will get us another Earthen Vessel, which is great. So we just need to start... We can ramp pretty hard here. We just need to start doing that. Okay, so they went with the Stene. So they don't actually have the rare candy. Steenie. Okay. Boss is ordering us back, okay. And Spiritomb. Solid, solid. Okay, Yamask's actually a fine draw there. Let's see here. Okay. I don't have another Earthen Vessel, which is a bummer. Okay, let's grab the Psychic Energy. That down there. That was a pretty good draw, actually. That was a pretty good draw, y'all. That was pretty good. I'm happy with that one. Hopefully not 100 miles an hour. Okay, so here comes the Serena. And there was another Earthen Vessel, we just didn't have it. Okay. Is it enough? Is it too late? Are we dead? Probably dead. We do have a backup, Cofagrigus. That's so weird to say. It's kind of ready. Okay, so they're going for the Mewtwo, which is smart. That's the biggest threat right now that they see. Okay. Let's ditch these two. Oh, this is tough. I think we should ditch these two and keep this energy. Let's grab another Mewtwo. We're going to hold off on this energy because, so the difference between 130 and 160, that actually might matter. That might matter. Next turn, we're going to be doing 110. So it doesn't matter? Let's just wait. Let's hold. This is, with Xatu, energy is gas. Cofagrigus. Oh, okay. Cofagrigus. Cofagrigus. Cofagrigus? Yeah, whatever. Coffin Boy. We'll call him Coffin Boy. Coffin Champ? Coffin Lad? The Coffinator? The Coffinator. We're not calling it the Coffinator, y'all. Okay. Let's do this first, see what we get. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I think we're just gonna hit it. For 110. We're gonna put all of this damage on Bidoof, because if we can do this again next turn, yeah, we'll lose our Coffin Champ, but you know. The Coffatron! Thank you for gifting a sub. I appreciate you. Zenith, enjoy the sub.
98. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
Okay. thank you again for the gifted sub. I really appreciate you supporting me. Giebus is special. So the poison here is, I get what they're going for. That's an interesting combo. It kind of works backwards for them too. Especially because we could just retreat this. So let's do that. We're going to start by seeing if we could just rip a switch here with Xatu. Oh, okay. Sweet. Well, thanks to the game's opponent. Appreciate you. Okay, okay. Not bad. So, again, these cards feel powerful. They just don't... They're not playing off of each other's strengths. Xatu is playing off of Xatu's strengths, and everybody's riding Xatu's coattails to glory. For sure. But the Mewtwo and the Cofagrigus... I'm going to call it Cofagrigus. Mewtwo and Cofagrigus don't really seem like they're working together. You know, what we're missing here is a big beefcake. Right, we're missing something that does the big damage. Looking at like Gardevoir, right, or Zacian V that can do big damage, right? The entire time. Enjoy making your deck. That sounds fun. Okay. I mean, this is a solid hand because of the Arvens. You think Golden is amazing? What's up, Little Pocket? Yeah, Golden is amazing. Aw, appreciate you, Zenith. I big agree on that, Little Pocket. I haven't built a Golden deck. I was kind of waiting for the pretty versions of it, but we should probably just build a deck. Okay. Raichu is a tough one to think about. I think we still should just play out as smart as we can here. Arven's probably going to get us an Ultra Ball. Ooh, am I playing with Turbo Energize in this deck? Because I should be if I'm not. For exactly this situation. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Saded? The Paradox cards are great. They're great. Can we get a shout out for Saded? You know what? I'm actually right here, and it's not my turn. Boom. Cards are going good. We're trying out something bad right now, but I wanted to throw this Mewtwo into a deck and see what happened, and kind of felt the same way about Cofagrigus. And yeah, that's what we're looking at. You go down to regional Barcelona and Poland with Golden Go. Nice. Good luck. Good luck with your regionals. Drop some gold. Just made yourself a cloth deck and you're loving it. Nice. Ah, Cloth, I need to play with them too. The new set is so good. There's so many new fun toys, and a lot of stuff actually has legs. It's not just like, wow, these are fun until someone gets bored and plays Charizard, you know? Yes, Roaring Moon is very strong. It doesn't feel overwhelming like some other cards in the format. Roaring Moon is strong. It might feel a little more overwhelming later, if we're being honest. Hopefully, that was really nice of our opponent, by the way. They gave us everything we ever wanted, and they didn't have to. Chat, they chose to. How very kind. Turns out they also gave themselves everything they ever wanted, and, you know, how greedy can you be, opponent? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Like, he's Roaring Moon 60 times in a row. You know, fair. Fair. Okay, well, a little late, but here we go. Okay, so we get to use Clairvoyant Sense here on this other Mewtwo. Okay, I was really hoping for a boss's orders there. I'll be honest, I wanted to punish them. Punch them right in the Mareeps. Don't tell sheep. And let's see here. Okay, so I'm not taking my own advice here, and we're not having enough hits for Arven. We're not playing with two things. Two things meaning we should be playing with a tool as well. Monster. It's true. It's true. I am a monster. Barca. So opinionated. I know. I know you're opinionated. I know you're mad. I don't know why. Y'all want to see him? He's really cute. He's right here. You want to see him? All right, 1 second. Let me grab him. Taking actions. We're taking actions. It's fine. I'm glad y'all liked him. He did start barking. He doesn't like when I pick him up like that. He doesn't mind. He's just a butt. Okay, we're going to spread some love around here to the Yamask as well. Temple of Sinnoh doesn't do anything, so we can ditch that pretty happily, along with this other Natu. Okay. Where's the mic? Alright, let's go get a Cofagrigus here. Let's just go ahead and play it out. I realize this means we're sacrificing a Mewtwo here, and that's maybe incorrect. You got taken to air prison for Borkin. You're not wrong. I think Chips might be home. I mean, also Barca can't, you know, like breathe fire. Oh, that's the other aspect of that. Okay. We're just being a butt. He's having, you know, good shout. Maybe he's electric type. He's a little yamper. And yeah, I guess just because I've never seen him breathe fire doesn't mean he can't breathe fire. I'm gonna check our front cameras real quick, y'all. Give me 1 second, please. Usually only gets like this if there's somebody at the door. Yeah, I do remember that, Tatas. He does that every time he sees a mirror. Oh, there's heavy equipment being used outside. Gotcha. That's funny. Checkmate, atheists. My dog's a dragon. Yeah. Zenith, he's stupid as hell. I love him, but he is so stupid. Okay, so let's grab a Xatu. Alright, we're going to play the Path to the Peak out. We're going to use this. Ditch those two for the Mewtwo. I realize that the Path to the Peak means our Alakazam will work. We don't know what they're doing, though, and this is more likely to be beneficial. With the ETBs today and read all the cards. It is a busted set, right? But it's not like... None of the individual cards feel busted. They feel like they're good technology, which is a big difference. Like, that's a good thing, right? Okay, so they're a Garchomp deck. Let's see what else they're up to. What I mean by that is, like, Charizard that came out with Obsidian Flames. That card is just busted. Like, that card is pushed. And there's... Say, you can love the card, you can hate the card. you can't look at me and say that that card is as fair as everything else that got printed with that set. Like, there's a reason it's everywhere. And you just get to play that with other good cards. It's not like it's a part of a good combo, right? Yeah, exactly. See, and then when you have a card that's that pushed like the Charizard, that means that other cards have to kind of be weaker, or they're just gonna be bad at making that. They're just gonna make it too good. You know what I mean? I did feed him, yes, babe. Okay, so they went and got this Greninja, which is hilarious because they can't use the Greninja. I'm glad we played this. The Alakazam is only in this deck to occasionally help with Cofagrigus. If we don't need it, we're not going to use it. Haven't seen anybody using Rory Moon with the Lipard? I mean, be the change you want to see in the world. I haven't even heard of that. Okay. That's tough. I think we're going to go ahead and play this energy out now. The reason being, maybe I should have put that on the Alakazam so we can retreat it. Or just mess up this Bidoof with Mind Ruler. Oh. Okay. Be the change you want to see in the world, Zays. Sated, go do that. Go do that. Or I'll steal that idea and do it myself. I'm going to write that down. I will credit you in my autobiography in about 30 years. Decks I stole. Oh yeah, that is busted. Okay, so they got the Bibarel, which is a little scary for us. So Milky Way says, this is what I mean by propaganda, at least in terms of TCG. Purposely making cards bad to push one big card is just so fitting of the word. That's fair. Please use that. Okay. All right. You got it, buddy. 2 Bibarels. I mean, double dam. Because they make dams. They're beavers. Okay. Deck ideas. Broken Moon. Roaring Moon. I call it Broken Moon. I don't know why. Oh, because of Apex. That's why. Just me getting Moon out of the active without it dying on the backswing. That's fair. That's fair. Is it my turn? It's not. Okay. Hey, it is my turn. Called it. Okay. If opponent's gonna, like, they're obviously struggling too, so we're just gonna see what we can make happen here. That's what we can make happen here. All right. %20 of the fame you get. Ooh, no dice. Best I can do is maybe some monetary royalties, but you can't have none of my fame. I don't have any yet. One day I'll be famous. You'll see me, you'll be like, that's what he looks like? Gross. Please don't say that. That would hurt my feelings. I find me funny. I hope y'all do too. Okay. I assumed most of their hand was just energy because this Greninja has been stuffed by Path to the Peak, but I guess not. Don't forget us when you are more famous, Wiggles. I will never forget the little people I stepped on to get where I am today. I'd like to think me. I would never say that. So what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna just do this to take out this Bibarel and force an issue here. This is the first time I've ever used Radiant Alakazam's actual attack, and it killed something. Nailed it. Okay, so them giving us this tells me they're about to evolve it. Or not. Okay. Okay, they're getting Lumineon back in there. They got the Bibarel and not the Bidoof. No, they got all three. Okay, weird. Radiant Alakazam has an attack? I know, right? It's a Mind Ruler. You've heard of Mind Protractors. Well, this is a Mind Ruler. I think they're doing this to empty their hand out a little bit. Sure. Thanks, friendo. Deal. Unless we just fell for it. Now, here's the other thing that opponent's about to learn, a very important lesson. Garchomp is Water Terra type. Mewtwo is Electric Terra type. What do y'all think is going to win out of those two? Could be anything. They bit me. Oh, I guess they're technically ground type right now. What do you know? Okay, so let's do this. And ditch these two for a Coffatron. Ooh, it's the good Coffatron, too. This is the cool art. I like this. I don't normally like this style of these art cards, but this looks really good on the Coffin. Question for the Gabite up front. Does it hurt when I do this? We are weak to the Gibbles. Fear. Greninja's weak to us. So... Fear. We're not playing the Temple of Sinnoh yet because we want to take out this Greninja before we do that. Now we can play Temple of Sinnoh because now they don't have anything that we're not stopping anymore. What a draw. What a draw. What a game. What a draw. They're really trying to keep this Bibarel safe, but they're not even, like, using it. We don't know what's in their hand, right? And now nobody gets to know. Moving on. I like this deck. Actually, this is better than I thought it was going to be. We haven't even got to use Coffatron's stuff yet. I like Coffatron. Zeta, thank you for that one, by the way. Coffatron. I make this joke every time, y'all. Can I make the joke again? I used to have a coin like this. It's my ex-coin. Opponents over here getting back together with their ex-coin. When is the Pan Monkey? You want to see? So I have one, Sated, that I'm trying. It's so bad. I call it Stork Monkey, and it is so bad. Like, it is so bad. Hey, thank you for that sub. I appreciate you, Sated. You didn't have to do that. No, they get to go first before we get our path down. That's a shame. What's up, Jerry? How you doing, Fred? It's been a bit. We should get a judgy penguin emote. I've started having people reach out to me about art, which is weird. Jesus, thank you for the gifted sub. You don't have to do that. Y'all, I'm just...
G5U5 gifted a tier 1 sub to Satiraj.
Okay, alright, hang on. So we can't be putting damage with attacks. Let's see here. We need a Mewtwo more than we need other things right now. Okay, let's get this down so they can't have that. Are we gonna research? Are we gonna Arven? Let's Arven here. For a switch, I guess? I don't like that. Okay, let's actually just Professor's Research. This Yamask is gonna die, so we're not gonna worry too much about trying to get Coffatron on it. Okay, Natu's a good pull here. An escape rope means our Yamask isn't gonna die, which is excellent news. Yamask fans everywhere thrilled. Do I have any energies in the bin? I don't. Do I have a way to get any energies in the bin? I also don't. Shame. Shame. Anyways, let me catch up here. Scam train! Scam train! Yeah, Jerry, these are good. This is a good set. All these cards are good. What I could use with Xatu. Honestly, I bet Xatu is actually going to end up with, oh, what's it called? It's not our turn, right? Xatu's actually probably going to end up with the, Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. That's the one I think that's gonna be the buddy right there. Tulip is okay. No Coffatron in sight. Xatu and Tulip are fine. The thing is, Tulip is like, I think Tulip's for Gardevoir, not for Xatu. Tulip in a Gardevoir deck is disgusting. Like, nasty. Okay. Well, opponent's giving us a second here. We're gonna use the full Mewtwo Buffalo here. Okay. Spiritomb don't really do much for us here. This being a Xatu is great. That's excellent news. Xatu fans also thrilled. Okay. Because they're not doing anything with this, we're just gonna take a second here to power up a little bit. Get a backup plan going, you know what I mean? Everyone feared that. I know, Iron Hands just hasn't found its home yet. Yes, Ayanami, Mousehold EX is probably next on my list. We're probably gonna see that one tomorrow, because I already loved Mousehold before that card came out, and Mousehold EX is just, like, there as just gloriousness. Like, were you ready? Were you ready? Like your slow bro pop. Pop pop. I was thinking about getting a pop emote, but just Barka. But it would be bark instead of pop. It wouldn't sit there and pop, it would be like angled up and like screaming. Wondering what we have water types for this time. Garchomp is the big one, Cherry. Garchomp is the big one. Okay. So this doesn't really matter. Let's do this first, because if we rip a Path to the Peak, we're gonna do that. That's a pretty good one also to get. Okay. No dice on the Path to the Peak, which is a shame. And now we can't boss his orders, which is what we wanted to do. We have energies in there. Do you think they'd give us another turn here? Probably not. We can't boss his orders that next turn. Probably not. Alright, we're gonna try it anyways. Okay, we're doing this so that we can get our other Mew ready to take out this Chine Pow in response here. That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal here. Okay, that's most of our energies, right? Sorry about that, y'all. This is kind of zoned out there. Let's see here. Of Chine Pow. To have a good one, Milky Way. Be safe. Have a wonderful rest of your day, my friend. Hopefully we see you tomorrow. And if not, I hope you have a wonderful tomorrow anyways. It was overhyped. I went to Chine hands with 151 Nido King deck. Sack of bricks. That's funny. Looking for something to pair with Koraidon EX from the first Scarlet and Violet packs. You mean the one that has Dino Cry? Or the other one? You mean the other one, don't you, Cherry? The bad one. Bye, Ayanami! The energy one, Dino Cry? I also ran into the fact that I think that card's a lot worse now. Yep. If they try to do it again, we're gonna punish it really hard. If they're like, well, we'll also take time off. Okay, they're stalling now, and it's not gonna work. Yeah. That was why we were sandbagging opponent. We were waiting. You got it, Jesus. Let's go. Send me that challenge. We're so close. We're 10 away from more stuff. All right, viewer challenge number 2 today. Let's go. You ate a whole bottle of ketchup. I have a strong suspicion we're going to be versus the deck that we were failing to pilot earlier. Don't even ask you. I like the new Absol card, Jerry. I think that card is going to be much better than people give it credit for. That card was like one of the standouts to me yesterday. We did 6 decks yesterday, and there were only like 3 cards, and I was like, I was not expecting this to be as good as it was. Obviously, you expect good cards to be good. But yeah, that Absol was impressive. It punishes opponents trying to, like, mosey. Okay, I didn't want this hand anyways. I had asked 2 professors research. Not interested. Not interested. Now, we also know that we're about to lose. I was going to say, we need to play more than one basic out, because if it's what I think is about to flip here, we're going to see some Valiance. Okay, I was right. This is the deck that we failed to pilot earlier, and Yamask might die to it. It's unlikely because they would need all 4 of their Iron Valiants and enough switching effects, but it is possible. Real season's coming on. Oh, that's a shame. Beat the Shadow Rider Calyrex deck. 1 prize card? Nice, Tatas. Nice. Okay. Okay, so let's get our Mewtwo here. Okay, let's get out of this situation. Put that energy there. We should probably Arven this turn. We don't want to get rid of all these resources that we have here. Nest Ball is strictly for Mewtwo's, and we have our Mewtwo already, so let's just go ahead and get a Fog Crystal and try to get a Natu. So we can maybe get lucky with the professor's research next turn, getting us the Xatu. That's the goal here. The downside is that what we just did was we gave them a way to switch this back in and do even more damage. That is the downside. Hopefully that's not a problem. Company can redeem itself to give you new Glaceon. Big fan of the Glaceon, alright, alright. This internet is no bueno, amigos. Oh, is it me, Cherry, or is it you? Am I skipping out? Buenos días, Cherry. ¿Cómo estás, mi amigo? Bien? Bien, ¿y tú? I did Spanish for so long, and then I had one of the worst teachers I've ever had in my life. And yeah, never again. Specifically tried to forget everything I could from Spanish because of that teacher. She was so bad, y'all. She was my Yamask. Actually, they're probably going for the Natu here. Natu is our best way back in here, yeah. The good news is this does give us a chance here to use Mewtwo. Their deck's pretty light on energy, and it might get punished here. Sucks that we have to ditch both of our boss's orders. Okay. Okay, we didn't get the Xatu anyway, so it didn't actually end up punishing us, which is pretty solid. Ooh, our other Natu is in our prize card, so that's a shame. Okay, that's a big problem, actually. I'm gonna play this out so they don't have their stadiums if they want them. Yikes. Oh, it's you, mobile data in the middle of nowhere. Oh, you love learning that? That's awesome! A polyglot. Isn't that what they call that? Okay, so this is the question with this deck right now that we played. Do they have energy? Okay. Lumineon means more likely that they do. That being said, Spiritomb means Lumineon actually doesn't mean anything. Lumineon's a card that they just played. Okay, so healing the Garchomp. Okay, getting 20 damage on the Yamask, I'm assuming. Yep. Not what we're looking for here. Now, if they don't retreat this, because we have this other energy, we can do enough damage to knock this out next turn. That's probably not going to happen. And they did suffer from not having the energies again. Spiritomb doing Spiritomb things. Boss's ordersing. Okay. What are we pulling up front here? Radiant Alakazam is a little rude. Maybe we draw a switch? No switch. That's a shame. What we did draw, which isn't worthless here, is we drew this Lost Vacuum to get rid of this thing. This means this Iron Valiant is a lot worse. No free retreats. Alright, we're gonna put this energy on the Alakazam so that we can retreat next turn if we need to. Yeah. Now, I did just ditch one of our other energies, so hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me in the butt. We're only through, what, one professor's research? So we have a chance to get lucky here. Switch card, okay. Double turbo means, I'm assuming that means Yamask is dead. Spiritomb, okay. But the Lumineon already has failed to do its thing. So, kind of, whichever way they want to do this. Now, Cofagrigus is a good draw here. Okay, this is great because now their double turbos don't do anything anymore. A little late there, but, you know. Didn't check the grass types this pack. So it's not a grass type, but it uses grass energy. Serena EX is really good, Cherry. That card is really good. I played it in a bad deck yesterday, like we tend to do here in the situations. But that card's really good. Okay, so rip Alakazam, right? That's what's about to happen? Oh, okay, we're retreating. Put some damage on Yamask, I'm assuming. Okay. This Alakazam might actually be a cut here, because we don't really need it. Cofagrigus does its own thing just fine. So yeah, we'll probably end up cutting this Alakazam when we're done here. Okay, take a draw. Ooh, what a draw. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Okay, so we can escape rope and get our Mewtwo out. And this is whatever Mewtwo we want. Or this is going to knock out something here. They get to pick what. Okay, so they're going to feed us Lumineon. Without Spiritomb, there's a chance that giving this Lumineon into the bin is actually a problem. Like, it's not a good thing. But we can't really just go off of that. Now, unfortunately, this does mean that Yamask is going to die. Because they're going to put Garchomp on the front, and then if they can't attack us, they're going to retreat it into Iron Valiant. So, I'm not really grabbing your attention this pack. You like energy-filled decks. Love power boosting things like that. Oh, if you like energy boosting, energy-filled decks, check out Golden Go, Cherry. That's the one from this set that cares about having lots of energies in your deck. But if nothing's grabbing your fancy, nothing's grabbing your fancy, you know? Nothing wrong with that. Okay, goodbye Yamask. You know, a prize card. It matters. But it's just a prize card. Okay. Well, there's a Natu we wanted. I'm going to go ahead and put this other energy on this Alakazam here so we can retreat it if they try to do that to us again. Let's use Arven this turn to grab our Ultra Ball, because we're going to want to evolve this next turn, and we want to also play the Professor's Research next turn. I think we're locked up here. What's up, Batchet Man? Fortress and Toad Scroll. Solid. Solid. This would be a very different game if we were not super effective. We were super effective against both the Lumineon and the Garchomps, so that's definitely in our favor. Okay, so hopefully they can't kill this Natu this turn. They shouldn't be able to because they only have 3 cards in hand. We should be okay. Still Zacian V Union with Arceus V-Star. Disgusting. I never play. I ended up moving on from the Exodia cards. I didn't play Zacian. Okay, so they're going for the Xatu here, or the Natu, which is fine. But I'm not going to win in the game, and we're about to take this out for, yeah, all the prize cards. GG. GG, opponent. Batchet Man with the cast forms. Classic. Classic. GG's, Geezus. GG's, my friend. I think you might want to slot a couple more energies in that deck, and I think it would be a little bit smoother. That's kind of the only thing that was sticking out to me there. But, you know. Alright, so we're going to start the giveaway. We're going to do one more game. Let's do this giveaway here. Bam. Alright. Let's go. Exclamation point ticket if you want a chance to win. This is our last deck with our last game with our last deck of the day, so we're wrapping it up here. We'll do our thoughts and everything after this. Unless this game is really short, then we'll do one more. Y'all know how it goes. Bearded Beefcake, that name makes me laugh every time. I mean, it's like looking in a mirror, right? Your name... I can't just claim being a beefcake, though. That's not something... Somebody else has to tell you you're a beefcake. If you have to tell people you're a beefcake, you're not very beefy. You know, that's a lean cake right there. And that's why your name is so clever, because everybody tells you you're bearded beefcake. It's genius. Actually genius. This is a really bad starting hand. Uh-oh. Neither energies nor our basics that we want. And we can't play any of our... Hey, look, an energy. Cool. Cool. We're going to put this here so we can retreat it if we need to. Out of the best we got. Maybe our opponent's going to play out a bunch of cards and we're going to Avery him and it's going to be hilarious. Here's hoping. Okay, well that's not Pokemon that they're going to play out. Sad. They still have 5. They could fill up their bench. 5 basics. 5 basics. Come on. For no. Ugh. Energy switch. We talked about that being really good. Them ditching their squawk ability to their own Pokestop that early is brutal, though. Okay. That was really close to being really bad. If they actually had a second energy in the bin, we would probably still lose this, y'all. But that was almost a one-turn knock-us-out sort of thing. And they didn't play. Okay, they did play another basic. Yay! It doesn't matter, but, you know, yay! You're the second person today to ask about that one. I have a build. It's just bad. I'll try to put it together though. I'll see if I can make it not just bad. Unfortunately, the Roaring Moon does get to destroy our path to the peak there. I don't think we're gonna beat Roaring Moon. At least not with that starting hand. I think our deck could probably put up a good fight, possibly take some, but not with the starting hand we had. I do like that the reason I did this, stopping the Mew doesn't really matter. They have 6 cards in hand. If they're going to play out enough cards that Mew matters, we were dead anyways. The reason that I liked this was because we took away their Pokestop, which means we took away their easy ability to get Dark Energy into the bin for Sada's Vitality. That is unfortunate, but not the end of the world, I guess. Kind of feels like it, though. My Mew. Monkey together strong. Exactly. Okay, so let's play this out. Let's ditch a card here. Draw 5. Okay. Wait a second. Do I still get to play an energy this turn? I think I do, right? Let's see. If I do, I think we get to knock this thing out, which is nasty. I think I do. Yeah, I do. Nice. Hey, guess what? Mine ruled. I should have played the Mewtwo out, but I'm fine. I was so excited that we did it anyways. So sorry to catch up here. It has to attach to each Pokemon. They can't put both energy on the same mon, can they? Correct. It does say for each Pokemon. That's how Sada is templated. Yeah, choose up to 2 of your ancient Pokemon, attack a basic energy from your discard pile to each of them. You only have to attach 1 to get to draw the cards, but you can't attach both to the one of them. So, yeah. Okay, Pokestop's back. We got an Ultra Ball. They ditched another Roaring Moon, though. That's 2 Roaring Moons that they're through. Here comes another one. They haven't played a supporter yet, I don't think. So they could, in theory, do another Sada here. Another Sada's Vitality. Should be annoying. Nothing we can do about it. Maybe they don't have it? They're also trying to empty their hand. Okay, they did have it. Rough. They filled their hand back up, which is kind of good for us here. And they have a Dark Patch. Do they also have a Dark Energy? Because that would be harsh. Yikes. Okay. Okay. Hmm. You know what this deck needs, chat? I know what this deck needs. Instead of Alakazam, I just figured out this deck needs Cleffa really bad. Really bad. We need a free retreater. Not only is Cleffa a free retreater, like we would have put the Cleffa here so that we could, in theory, hit them back, right? Like, close. It's a shame. Let's diversify a little bit here. Hopefully we don't regret that. We're going to play it because it doesn't matter. They're just going to free retreat it anyways, but we have to. Might as well. We can't play them both next turn anyways, and I don't think we're going to last a whole lot more turns than next turn. Nice job, Tatas. Nice job. What makes me laugh every time, Jesus. Alright, so they didn't end up going for it, which is good for us, I guess. It doesn't matter, because they could just one-shot us now and GG, but, you know, we tried. We tried. That was a really bad starting hand. That's what we're going to blame that one on. Not any of my decisions. My decisions, while they were also really bad, we're not going to blame them. Okay. Alright, y'all, let's pull that giveaway and send y'all on your way. Oh, well, wrap up, then giveaway, etc. Okay, so I actually really liked the Mewtwo here. Mewtwo Xatu seems really strong. Cofagrigus seems good, not necessarily in this deck. There's probably something better we could be doing than this, something basic. So definitely, like I said, we want to change the Alakazams out for Cleffas. I think we just want to go up more Path to the Peak. This card still continues to be really, really good, and I would rather have more of that in my deck. But other than that, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe, actually, so if we went, if we got the Coffatrons and the Yamasks out, we could do Squawkabilly and try to make this a Squawkabilly kind of deck sort of situation, because we don't need rare candies, and that would be a good way to get some energies in the bin from Mewtwo. That being said, one thing that did keep coming up when we were playing this card, you don't really want to be using this move. The format's a little too fast for that. This is great when they're stalling, like we did at one game that they were trying to stall us out and just, you know, like build up, and so this lets you build up really fast. But that's not really what you want to build your deck for. You want to be using Photon Kinesis and actually hitting people in-game. So yeah, I like this. Also, I didn't mention this before, but most of the decks that I'm building moving forward are not just going to be playing Stadiums. They're also going to be playing Lost Vacuums. I used to do either or, because previously Lost Vacuum was just how I dealt with Stadiums if I didn't have any. Now Lost Vacuum is how we're dealing with these capsules, the Ancient and the Future capsules. That's kind of what they're for. We just need to get rid of those easily. So yeah, that's why I've been doing that more. But this deck was fun. Mewtwo, this deck performed a lot better than I thought it would, and Mewtwo seems really good. Just needs a good home, like all of us, right, chat? But yeah,